Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Beim letzten Mal haben wir Laurs Vater kennengelernt und Wien hat sich ihm im Kampf gestellt und ist erwartenswerterweise nicht sonderlich weit gekommen. Und nun sind wir am zweiten Tag des Fieldtrips und wollen nun natürlich uns erstmal die Quests machen. Da haben wir natürlich eine Quest, die ist hier oben. Die nicht verpflichtende Quest. Steuerungen sind komisch, weil selbe Spielreihe, andere Steuerung, Daybreak und so. Habe ich jetzt endlich mal den Postgame-Content fertig. Oh, hello everyone. Good day, Sister Selmas. Have you grown accustomed to Legram while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. That's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really, I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. We probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right, we'd like you to tell us a little more about it. Duke has mentioned that you plan on making an offering. That's correct. I'll need a number of items in order to make it, and I'd like you to collect them for me if you're able. Do you have the time to take this on for me? I mean, I understand if you don't. Sure, we'll fit you in. Thank you very much. Allow me to tell you about what I need you to do. As Law knows, it's a custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. The period in which this service is held is coming up rather soon, too. That sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of Alliance. Will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Legram seems to be similar to Nord in that regard. Yeah, animism is just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons the teachings have spread across the continent like they have. I guess Adios is a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Getting back on topic, though, I've actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh, will this be your first time doing so? It will, because of that I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like to ask you all to collect the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. What exactly will you be making? I'm going to be making pretzels. Huh? Those are those bready things that look like they're all twisted into a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about that unique-looking monument in the center of town? The very same. The pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said that the Eisenritter carried them onto the battlefield in their combat rations. I suppose that explains why you are giving pretzels as an offering, then? That's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need us to get then? Ah yes, I almost forgot. I need you to collect 5 hearty powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up the monsters for that stuff, but what exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of Legram's local crops, according to Father Hamilcar. Unfortunately, they're not really in season right now, so none of these stores have any. Well, I think that part should be simple enough, fortunately. Our household's head chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's start our gathering. Yes, where should we make our way to first, Lord's home or the highway? I'm fine with either, we'll have to go to both eventually anyway. Yay. Mal gucken, ob ich die Sache schon habe. Da. Okay, Hardy Powder, Clear Gelatin. Hardy Powder, Clear Gelatin. Hardy Powder hat sich 64, Clear Gelatin habe ich 66. Ich glaube, das sollte hinhauen. So, gerade eben. Dann gehen wir doch jetzt mal einmal. Wir machen das mit Speed, weil das echt ein guter Weg hier hoch. Da. Hello, Lily Laura. Is there something you need from me? There's a request I'd like to make of you, if I may. Would you happen to have any white seed on hand? Of course. Why, it'd be crazy for me not to have some on hand. I've got it stored away and I always make sure we never run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Well, I don't think we need quite that much. Well then, I suppose a small bag full should do the trick. My thanks. Anything for you, Lady Laura. All the people here really love her, don't they? I'll say. Oh? Kann ich eigentlich jetzt... Bretzeln, Menschen, in Store, Highway. Okay. Wir müssen zu Fuß zur Kirche. Schade. Aber dann haben wir die Quest jetzt sofort auch schon erledigt. Hello everyone, have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? We sure have, here you go. Oh, and here's the white seed you wanted. Thank you so much, this should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix up a trial batch then? This is Theramis made the pretzels and handed out a sample to everyone. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised, to be honest, in a good way, I mean. Indeed, these are actually better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling, and free! Thinking that the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting is kind of moving, really. It really is. Thank goodness. And what do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies, I was so engrossed in the taste that I forgot to speak up. They are delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Joseph. Thank you for giving me the chance to try them. Whew. Hey, Laura. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Lot's statue now? I'd like that. After all, there's no limit on when you can give an offering. Would you mind if we took some along then, sister? Not at all. It would be rude of us to indulge in all these on our own, after all. Please, go ahead and take some. Let's be on our way, then. Now I've got pretzel power, yay! Million. Welches Händler startet hier unten? Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es noch einen Anhänger gibt. There we go, I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. Now all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements for prayer of this sort? Not particularly, but it is the custom to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop, let's get our praying on then. I was working so hard on being quiet I ended up holding my breath. Huh? Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should report back to Sister Theramis just in case. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. I feel bad about having you all run around town just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, we've never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. They really were delicious. If the batch you make for the memorial service turns out that good, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that's the case. Oh, I have yet to offer you all your reward for helping me. Not much, but please take these. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to put them to good use. Put one down at least. Yeah, let's move right into the other one. Yay. So, dann die nächste quest ist am Ebel Highway. Oh, all of the fog on the highway has dissipated as well. Yeah, it's so much easier to see all the surrounding areas now. Totally, I could hardly see my hand in front of my face yesterday. Well, at least we don't have to worry about getting lost today. We may find alternate routes through the area that we missed yesterday too. Very likely, we should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast we need to slay. Und zwar, wo genommen? Ah ja. Hier gibt es jetzt einen neuen Part komplett. Lang müssten. Da oben ist die Kiste, die haben wir schon genau. Müssen wir hier quasi lang. It looks like there's a path over this way too. I didn't notice this when we were passing yesterday. The mist is clear today, which makes seeing paths through the area much easier. Yeah, I think this path leads to the top of the hill. Perhaps, but we need to do something about the lock before we can go there. Lemmy could snap a lock like a toothpick. We'll leave the heavy lifting to you and Lemmy then. Hope you don't mind. No problemo. Characters with strike type, field attack of B rank or higher can destroy fallen locks and certain other objects. Oh, das heißt, wer es nämlich auch kann, ist Laura.
Very well. Go.
Hier ist tatsächlich nämlich absolut gar nichts.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Was zumindest so Kisten und so angeht. Geh weg.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
I remember playing in this river when I was young.
Wird hier nicht ein Fishing Spot sein? Oder kommt das noch? Naja.
A challenging foe.
Watch out.
Um
This is
die
go.
die haben wir. Warum ist schon wieder
My turn.
weg? Warum
Yeah, here.
sind so
Right.
Juices in der Party?
Go. Now's our
Ich
chance.
hab gerade auf.
I'll help.
I'll handle this. Too slow. Go.
It's my turn.
Irgendwo wollte ich eigentlich die Million dabei haben.
There. My turn.
Das
Go.
letzte Aufnahme mit ehrlicherweise auch schon ein bisschen was
My
her,
turn.
weil ich
Now's our chance.
kurz Pause gemacht habe, aber trotzdem.
Are you hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Weil nicht mal mehr, wir haben Gaius. Gaius ist so viel cooler und besser. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen. Gaius, komm her.
Oh, a treasure chest.
So, umlauf sind wir 2, einmal ein paar Gebieten. Und die Dawn Boots. Gucken. Gibt Verteidigung, gibt ein bisschen Speed runter. Auf jeden Fall nicht besser als die Lady Traegers. Es gibt Evasion, deswegen ist es Gaius.
This monster seems.
Watch out. This is a tough. Here we go.
Ne, gegen die haben wir auch schon gut gekämpft.
Behold the might of the Arch Radiant Blade Dance!
Das ist hier halt mittlerweile besser geworden. Zum Radiant Waltz. Mit ein bisschen mehr
We
Schaden.
should keep going.
Und natürlich größere Reichweite. Das ist natürlich sehr geil und wichtig.
Winds, give us your blessing. My turn. Go.
I'll help.
You're finished. Are you hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Falls die mich hier auch wieder angreifen, genau,
Bring it on,
deswegen
go.
habe ich das jetzt Speed
Leave it to me.
angelassen.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Stark, Emma.
Go. Too slow. All right. There. Here we go.
It's my turn.
Right. You still have a lot of training to do.
Perfekt.
I've only just begun.
Radiant Wings. Peter. Hier in der nächsten.
can't believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
We need to rebuild our formation. Here we go.
It's my turn.
My there! It's my
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Yes, sir! There! I can do. Yeah!
All right.
I go where the
Meine
wind
Güte.
takes me.
Einmal Emma heilen und Wien, wenn wir dabei sind, auch. Das ist jetzt alles so ein bisschen miteinander verwoben halt. Aber ja. Dann da oben Questmonster. Dann laufen wir jetzt am besten auch gerade einfach mal gut straight hin. Das ist da vorne.
Oh, a treasure chest. Stay calm and regroup.
Fool!
Das war nicht
My turn.
mein Plan.
Yes, sir! Yeah! Yeah!
My turn. Hey!
Warum muss ja eigentlich Emma jetzt
Very
wieder
well.
besonders vorne stehen?
My turn. We should keep going.
Ich wollte doch nur diese Kiste aufmachen, wo Shining Quartz drin. Und mich dann hier drum kümmern. Is that? Must be the monster Thors sent us out here to take care of. Never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Kinda looks more like some sort of machine. Anyway, you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. I suppose that's why we've been sent to exterminate it. At this point, we can't just go back without finishing the job. Yeah, I say that. Let's see what this monster's made of. On you got, everyone.
A worthy adversary.
My turn.
Natürlich auch hier erster Schritt. Teleskop, ganz wichtig. So, Phalanx J9. Irgendwas schwach. Nö. Machen wir kurz das Flat.
It's my turn.
Und du greifst nochmal an.
Now.
An opening. My turn.
Greifst auch nochmal an. Dritte dann Laura.
Go.
Und auch Wien greift nochmal erstmal.
Now!
It's my turn.
So, jetzt ist
There.
das
They're open.
An opening.
Here we go.
der Kampf eigentlich schon gewonnen ist.
Right. Hey!
Leave it to me.
There.
Jo,
They're open. Laura.
das liegt
Understood.
doch
There.
klar. Easy.
What do you say we get moving?
Nothing slows you down, does it?
Ah, sehr schön.
I feel like I'm growing
Support
stronger.
und
A matter
Level
of
Up für
course.
die beiden. Is it dead? It seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I didn't get the feeling we were fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. Something like this doing out on a highway near Legram. Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with the mysterious mechanical companion after all? That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing's any relation to our Lammies. For one thing, it looked like it's made of metal. But two elements of combat shells we use in our practical exam seem to be made of some other substance. And while they may be inorganic, the combat shells do have a certain kind of warmth to them. I don't see how that matters, they all seem suspicious. But Million probably, right? The thing doesn't seem enough like a Gatlum to link the two. Let's head back to Legram. I have the feeling Torvald will want to hear about this as soon as possible. True, he may even know something about it himself. Back to Legram it is then. Wenn die schon hinter dem Boss stehen, dann kann man die auch mal eben mitnehmen. Und genau, wir müssen tatsächlich einfach geht wieder zurück nach Legram.
Okay.
My turn.
Komm, bleiben noch einfach mal kurz Laura. Für die Abwechslung oder so. Hier auf dem Pfad ist auch nichts los an Monstern, also sind wir auch schon wieder in Legram angekommen. Something seems to miss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. Huh. Looks like the line is back at the harbor. But who are those weird people around it? They look like soldiers from one of the provincial army. It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that combination of colors represent the Lamar provincial army. But Lamar is on the other side of the empire. What business could their provincial army have in Legram? Hey, look like you're back. Tove? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the street is they requisitioned the liner from the war from the far shore. So why we're seeing Lamar's provincial army and not Sutherland is still kind of a mystery. Apparently though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting father. Who could possibly... That's a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourself? Since you returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there was something we wanted to ask you about regarding that. The group gave a brief description of the monster they fought to Tove. A mechanical monster, you say? Tove? You have some idea as to what it might be? Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'll go have a look at what's left of it just in case. Anyway, good work out there, guys. Here's your reward. I'll leave checking out what's going on if the Viscount mentioned to you. Huh. He definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should see what's going on at Laura's house. Agreed. Lauf nochmal eben hier hoch kurz.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Okay. Oh, hey, isn't that... Oh, stimmt, er. Ich hab ganz anders im Kopf gehabt, wer hier gerade ist. There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance might add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I'm merely the lord of a minor rural region. Surely overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? I would rather bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I'm honored, Your Grace. Yeah, excuse us. Komplett vergessen, dass die drei hier auftauchen. My, if it isn't young Laura. And Eustace Arborea too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. They must know him. Yeah, but look at how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here of all people. But Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses and ruler of the Port City of Orders, the Port City. His authority extends over the entire province of Lamar to the west. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have we here? So you're Thors Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How do you... I just happen to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking button, good, good. Enough for to chit chat, his grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. Who were those men? They don't look like soldiers from the provincial army, that's for sure. And they did seem to know about our class. I presume they are personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne? Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. Noble faction has begun acting in secret. Indeed, for the past months they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they are trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously. So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attending by all members of the noble faction. The Duke came all his way out here to insist that I attend. But father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he has also kept space between himself and the reformers, preferring to remain neutral. However, they are convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There has been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Erebonias should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Jesus, if you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. Can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legram again on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Father? Wow, well, that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all of the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Father, prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Tove, what are you doing here? So you are here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Did you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Berea? Wait, then it couldn't have... Did it belong to the Berea family? Well, Rufus Berea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Mit Panzer. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Erebonias family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We've got confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside Legram. Is that so? I believe this is the first time one has appeared since the counter-offensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunt, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Father, sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. Ob sie das tut, wer weiß. Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Golden cat. Calling all fishermen. Could someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Find me apricot the inn for more detailed information. When you're finished up for the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your report. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies, and I hope you forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father? It would be our pleasure. He sure does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later, then. Give my best to Sarah. Interessant, dass es so viele Anspielungen gibt, dass Laura kein Interesse an Männern hat, aber man trotzdem halt mit Wien die Romance kann, das nicht so ganz passt. Why must you always be so? Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Reed's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that, or feeling woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof the daughter of your estate house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once. Moving on, Torvald has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her trying to change the subject. I am not. Schon. One additional quest was added after you return to the guild to file your report. The time of day will advance to evening if the main story will proceed. Aber wir haben neben der Quest auch noch eine weitere Zeitquest. Du es? Nein. Du es? Ja. Aber geschickt. Zeitquest bei ihr. Hey there, Cindy, what brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Torvald today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town attending to some business. I see. You need something from the guild. It's nothing too important. Well, Tovu did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh yeah, and we're right here, so just ask us if you need anything. That's right, helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake. But if you insist, then I suppose... I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh. Can't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. I assume it's well known here in Legram? That's right, it's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days, and only when the previous day was foggy. That certainly is unusual. Guess I better make today an ideal day to go find some then. That's correct. That's why I made my way to the guild to ask Torval to find some for me, but as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out onto the highway on my own because of a monster so I'm at a loss as what to do. So would you be willing to go and gather some for me instead? Sure, leave it to us. Really? Thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you might want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you're planning to make a charm, right? That's correct. A charm? In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's a tradition to make a charm for them. Then you give it to that person to take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Wow, I never heard of any traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It's said it began when people offered charms to members of the Eisenritter if they left for distant battlefields. Fascinating. So how is the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the tradition in a way has you place one of its petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believe they have the power to clear away fog. And because of that, the flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, that's pretty deep. Yeah, that actually sounds like a real cool charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have, actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Source. Sarah and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy. When I look at them, it always makes me feel a little closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. She really does care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to luminous grass, though. What exactly does it look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so that'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if we search the Apple Highway. I've heard they're found more frequently at higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start the search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. Thank you very much. Good luck. Nehmen auch einfach direkt. Gehen wir rüber. Nee, nicht da. Da. Aprikose in. Nehmen die Quest auch direkt an. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along after seeing the request I sent to Tovel? That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, I can share the details with you all right now. You're in luck. Our schedule just happens to have an opening. Thank you very much. Just like the request mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. It's a peculiar variety of salmon known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of the Goldia itself. It must be an exquisite fish. Sounds rather garish, honestly, but I'd have to see it to judge for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Viber? Unfortunately, all I know what I've heard from rumors. Bem, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't its only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavor is to die for too. Oh, now you've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in a taste myself. That's certainly understandable. After hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Tovel about it for quite a while now. And now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally get my chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess bracers even take on jobs like this. This fish is so elusive though. What are the chances we could even catch one before the day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Ebel? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one on the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know? How would we go about catching it then, and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Tovo that put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in the river along the highway several times now. All the sparkle sightings have been in different locations, so... well, at least that narrows our search to the river. Ooh, it'll be much easier than trying to search for the lake would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you did catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do, I brought my rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what I got there. Here. We showed his rod to Weiber. My word, this is the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod. The gold salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod this nice. Thanks. Allow us to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. Gut. Wir müssen dafür zum Highway. Da wir schon weit im Part sind und die Quest jetzt in den Part noch machen will, schneide ich einmal, bis wir an den richtigen Locations sind. Bis gleich. So, die Fishing Quest, da sind wir hier. Da unten ist der Eingang von Legram, hier auf dieser Brücke. Und hier sehen wir Annabelle, oh Gott, hier fängt das an. Also, oh Gott, im Sinne von positiv tatsächlich. That shiny golden glow, I simply can't wait to catch it. This seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she's strayed this far from town. Should we try talking to her? Yeah, might as well. Excuse me? Could we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're the Military Academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Ah ja, stimmt, wir haben ja schon mal kurz. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her. Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Celtic on our very first field study. Oh, I remember one of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. And it just so happens that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned it to me. Oh. Might we ask what brings you out here? I would have thought that was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of a fish as a leisurely hobby, but I would beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember her being anything like this last time. So what inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat on a dock in Legram, right? You could have, yes. Legram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Ebel after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out this far just to fish. That's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're after something special, if I had to guess. Indeed I am. I've come here seeking the elusive gold salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in Legram by the name of Ben. But he also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Ebel, which is what led me to this point. And sure enough, not long ago, I finally caught a glimpse of golden shimmer beneath the water's surface here. Golden glimmer, that sounds a lot like what Tovo said he saw too. Looks like this must be the spot then. I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then, let us compete to see who can catch a gold salmon first. But not really what I had in mind when we came out here. But aside, we seem to have found our location. True enough, let's get fishing. Jawohl. Wir können jetzt hier gerade nicht... Hallo, ich will angeln.
This looks like
Ah,
a
hier,
nice.
okay. Gut. Dann eilen wir nochmal. Da haben wir ihn ja. Meine Güte, der nervig. Ich würde gerne bessere Angel kaufen. Aber das geht ja, glaube ich, nicht. Ich hab die beste. Boah.
Now that's a catch.
Das wäre echt einfach nur ein bisschen nervig. Oh, aber den hatten wir noch nicht. Impossible. You caught a gold salmon before me? How can this be happening? Now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the golden glimmer you saw. We may not have thought to fish here if not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in any competition. Think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid the price for underestimating you. It was my fault that I lost. Some experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall. Till one day I'm known across the lands as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. Well, then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Zwei Fische haben wir noch. Nehmen natürlich auch mal mit. Was ja nicht mal immerhin hier ein easy zu fangender Fisch.
Caught one.
Ein Karpfen. Gucken, was der letzte Fisch. Noch ein Karpfen. Ja, okay, dann kann ich leben.
Not bad.
Sehr schön. So. Und dann brauchen wir jetzt nur noch hier lang. Nur noch das Gras. Haben wir jetzt vorne. Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? Well, yeah. You can still see beads of dew clinging to them. Sunlight shining through the droplet makes the flowers shine. Yeah, they're so shiny. Here, allow me. Alright, we should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste time. Jawohl, und ich cutte nochmal eben, während wir zu Legram laufen. So, dann sind wir auch schon hier und wollen Cindy ihre Blumen geben. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. But we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure the petals don't wither away. I see you're wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. Please don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making fun of man. There's no special meaning or underlying feelings there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? Might I ask what it is you're thanking him for? Well, you see, Sarah and I were out on the highway not long ago. But somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. And it was just the two of you out there alone. That seems awfully dangerous. It was, as you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the estate school happened to be passing by and saved us from our predicament. He escorted us both back to town, but as soon as we'd returned, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. So in the end, we didn't really have a chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I like how he departed so gallantly at the end too. True, it was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the estate school all one day leave Legram to return to their home. So you decide to make a charm for him. Your heart's in the right place and your intentions are noble. I'm sure a disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive what we call the charm of promised victory. Yes, that's exactly it. You understand now, Lady Laura. I'm deeply grateful to him, but you'll forever be the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit. A maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to properly thank you for your help, so please take this. Did you make this yourself? I did. It's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. Wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it'll come in handy on your journey. Ooh, this is pretty cute. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Wir wollen ja hier nichts unterschlagen. So, dann noch diese Quest mal eben kurz abgeben. Hey there, everyone. You might deceive me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Defying all the odds, it actually is. Here you go. Green hand of gold salmon. Oh my, it's so beautiful. We can't thank you enough. Even more splendid than in Bam's tall tales. Now I can see why people like its appearance, goldy eye too. So, when are you gonna cook it for us? Really now, I see you're curious about its taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of this triumphant catch with all of you. But how to bring out the fine flavor? River fish tend to be best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. And to think we got some food from one of our morning tasks too. It feels like we've just been stuffing our faces today. And so it was with forks held high, they all dug in and enjoyed the fruits of their labor. Zwar Fisch, aber hey. Well then, what do you guys think? Where do I even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect, sublime even. Agreed, I never would have imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even think that you could get a fish this tasty. Glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was, just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share it with the rest of the town now. Looks like I have to put in another request with Tovel. I'm sure he'll gladly accept. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, he'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Fortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. Fresh herbs, the carbonated, chitinous shells. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day then. So, damit haben wir alle Quests geschafft. Und das ist dann auch das Ende von diesem Part. Wenn euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts zu verpassen. Und beim nächsten Mal schließt man unseren Field Study in Legram ab. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.